The cameras rolled as Maya Chen stood on the execution platform, her defiant eyes meeting the gaze of billions across the galaxy. Today, we show the universe what happens to those who challenge the Zephyrian Empire, declared High Chancellor Vex, his voice echoing through the vast amphitheater. The 17-year-old human girl smiled, blood trickling from her split lip. You're about to learn why you should never underestimate a species that dreams of stars. Maya had been captured 3 days ago during a raid on the outer colonies. She was nobody special, just a maintenance worker on a cargo freighter who had stumbled upon classified Zephyrian military codes. Instead of running, she had transmitted them to the human resistance, knowing full well it meant her death. The Zephyrians, in their arrogance, decided to make an example of her. They would broadcast her execution across their empire, showing their subjects the price of rebellion. Any last words, little human? Sneered Chancellor Vex, his scaled features twisted with contempt. Maya raised her chin higher. When you sleep tonight, remember this face. Remember that a scared girl from Earth looked death in the eye and didn't blink. The crowd fell silent. Even the Zephyrian guard seemed uncomfortable with her composure. The execution chamber filled with a low hum as the disintegration field activated. Maya closed her eyes, thinking of her parents back on Earth, of the blue skies she would never see again. Tell them, she whispered to the cameras, that Maya Chen died free. The field enveloped her, and she was gone. But Maya had done more than just die bravely. Hidden in her final transmission were quantum-encrypted coordinates, locations of every major Zephyrian military installation, complete with security protocols and weapon specifications. The Resistance had been planning for this moment for months. Exactly 27 minutes after Maya's death, the first human fleet dropped out of hyperspace above Zephyr Prime. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen," came the voice over all frequencies. "Maya was my daughter. Today, you learn what happens when you murder a child of Earth." The battle was swift and devastating. Using Maya's intelligence, human forces struck simultaneously at 17 key installations across the Empire. The Zephyrians, who had ruled for over 1,000 years, watched their mighty fleets burn in the void. "Impossible," gasped Chancellor Vex as his flagship shuddered under human fire. "They're just primitives." "No," replied Captain Marcus Vale as he led the boarding party onto the Zephyrian command ship. "We're humans. We don't just fight for territory or resources. We fight for our children, our future, our right to exist among the stars." Within hours, the Zephyrian Empire was in ruins. Their leaders fled to the outer rim, their military scattered to the winds. The species that had once controlled half the galaxy had been brought low by a single human girl who refused to be afraid. As news of the victory spread across human space, Maya's final words became a rallying cry. "We are not conquerors," declared Admiral Chen as she stood on the bridge of her flagship, looking out at the stars. "We are explorers, dreamers, survivors. And we will never again allow anyone to extinguish the light of human courage." The galaxy had learned a hard lesson that day. Humanity didn't just fight with weapons and ships. They fought with hope, with love, with the unbreakable spirit of those who refused to surrender their dreams. And sometimes, that was more powerful than any empire. Years later, children across the galaxy would learn about Maya Chen, the maintenance worker who brought down an empire with her courage. They would remember her words, "The universe is vast and cold, but we carry within us the warmth of home, the fire of determination, and the unquenchable light of human spirit."